What up, guys? Kevin here. If there's one thing I could change about gaming, like if there was like a way I can just like, hey, Kevin, you press a button, you could change one thing about gaming, what would it be? My like wish would be every game can't be more than 20 hours, like 100% completion. That would be it, because my biggest thing about gaming right now is I have way too many long games that I put 5 or 10 hours in, and I go, yeah, this game is really long. I've played good portion of it. I understand what it is. I'm not going to see anything new or different. And I just shelve it. Now, there's games like The Witcher 3, Final Fantasy 12, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 that are so special. I put up with the length. Now, again, I put up with the length. They're just that good that I go, well, I'm seeing it to the end. It's just that good of a game. Even though I am annoyed at how long they take. I don't like spending over 2 months completing the game. And I think game developers should understand that your average gamer is in their 30s. They do have responsibilities. They have a family. They have children to take care of. Life. Most of us don't have time to spend playing video games. So Dying Light put out a tweet today. To fully complete Dying Light 2, Stay Human, you'll need at least 500 hours, almost as long as it would take to walk from Warsaw to Madrid. Must be a long distance. 500 hours. So my assumption is, now I don't assume it's going to take 500 hours to even platinum it. Maybe 30, 40 hours to do the story and then 10, 20, 30 more to do the platinum. I assume the platinum is going to be less than 100 hours. I hope. I got the platinum in Dying Light 1, so. But yeah, I'm tired of every game wanting to be your forever game. I like the idea of forever games, just like, I just play one game. That's the one game I look forward to, and that's it. But I need variety. I need different gameplay, different art style, different characters, different voice actors. I just need variety. But I don't know why every game wants to be your forever game. It's annoying. Now, I could be wrong. Let's look at the tweets and see. Maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe everyone's going, yes, this is awesome. No, it's about 100% completion rate. Most of the players who are in for story and side quests will be able to complete the game quicker. It will still be a solid experience, though. The fact that they put out that tweet tells me the responses here are not pretty. Right away, people really out here crying about too much content now. FS, we know what that means. Make your minds up. I made my mind up. I told you. I want every game to be less than 20 hours. This is cool. Last game was short. So what kind of monetization scheme y'all hatching to try to keep us playing for 500 hours when like other games exist and our time is finite? Exactly. Now, I didn't even look at it from a monetary standpoint, but yeah, there's probably going to be some monetizations. Won't be surprised if an NFT pops up. I note that it says fully complete. I hope it can get through the meat and potatoes of the game in around 40. I really need fewer massive time sink games. Exactly. And I think the word is out that, if you have a massive time sink game, it only hurts. It only hurts your game. If Assassin's Creed Valhalla was like, every other Assassin's Creed game besides Odyssey, in which you can pretty much 100% the game in like 50, 60 hours, it might be one of the best Assassin's Creed games of all time. But most people don't like that game just because it drags on and on and on. And guess what? People feel the need to 100% the game. And that will change how they feel about the game if the game is just either not that good or overstays its welcome. Thanks for the warning. Won't even bother taking a look. I think a lot of these tweets start coming up. I want to play The Witcher 3 badly and cannot because the time investment seems prohibitive right now, and that game has clout. King of my backlog. A 500 investment should get me a raise. Shorter, tighter, more impact, more satisfaction, repeat. Games are getting clingy as F. That's perfect. That's perfect. Games are getting clingy. They absolutely are. Yeah, sorry, that feels like 450 hours of nothing but padding. People think this is some GTA or The Last of Us BS. This is an RPG, except that we enjoy long games. If you want your $60 thrown in the afternoon, there you go. I prefer my 500 hours of gameplay. Yeah, and there's a balance there. Like, hey, these companies, they want more money up front. They want $60, now $70. Yeah, I can see, yeah, 20 hours to me will last months. 20 hours to maybe some kid in high school, that could be a weekend or afternoon. I don't know where to get 28 hours in the afternoon, but doesn't it feel like, I do have a theory that time works different for everybody. Like for me, time goes by really quick. Because like I'll talk to people like, oh, what did you do today? And they just they just list all these things that there's no way I can do in a day, but they can do it in a day. It's like your 24 hours is longer. Like your 24 hours is more like 36 hours. My 24 hours is more like 16 hours. It just goes so fast. I really do believe that. If there's any crazy, I don't even know if that's a conspiracy or what, that's something I believe. Just how I hear people do so many things in a day. I'm like, it's impossible. It's impossible. It's like, good God, please let that include 400 hours of looking for flags or some other pointless collectible because I simply cannot invest that into one game. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess when you're working on the game, it becomes like the only thing that exists and the only thing that matters. But then, don't these devs, publishers, they step out into the real world and look at all the great games coming out this year and go, yeah, people are not going to be playing our game 500 hours. Ain't nobody got time for that. Zero desire to spend 400 plus hours chasing collectibles. I'm all right with collectibles and stuff like that for like listening to podcast stuff in the background. There's good use for those type of games. We're just kind of like mindless zen. Like, I'll just do this and pay attention to something else. This is not positive. It seems like every now and then we do get a tweet where people are excited about this. 15 to 25 hours should be standard. Most likely going to be bloated shit if that's the case. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, man. Yeah. I see why they had to put up a follow tweet because, yeah, we're smart. We understand no game that long is going to be interesting. But why? I love that. That's my favorite meme. Is that Harold and Kumar? Oh. I see some people like, hey, bring it on. No way this game has 500 hours plus content. But, yeah, I'm all about respecting my time. I keep looking at the PlayStation sale. There's so many games. And I look at how long to beat. 60 hours. I'm like, Jesus. I don't have it. I think someone put out a tweet what the math is. It's like 26 full days for 500 hours or something like that. No. Like for me, I got 20 hours max a week. So it would take me about half a year to do 500 hours of Dying Light 2. And that's the thing. They need to come out and say exactly how long the main story and maybe getting the platinum is. Because now you got everybody thinking it's just filled with boring content. Even if the content is just totally optional, it's still there. It's still probably going to litter your map with just icons of, look at all this boring stuff of 500 hours you can do. But yeah, there you have it. I'm still looking forward to the game. Again, I believe it's just your typical main story, maybe 20, 30 hours, and another 20, 30 hours to get the platinum, and then just a bunch of side activities. I was playing Lost Judgment. That game has probably 500 hours of content. A lot of it's like, oh, do like all these challenges and stuff like that. Those challenges, they can take a while, and yeah, you put in quite a few. And it's off to the side. It's not like it's littered on the map somewhere, but That's all I hope for. You know, just give me something that feels attainable to get the main story done and do what I need to do to get the platinum, and don't litter me with a bunch of icons for 500 hours worth of content. Yeah, I feel like they need to follow up with a much deeper explanation, because they're getting way too much shit. They're getting way too much shit for this. So I think they thought it was a win. We got 500 hours of content. Really, all I see is, man, this game got delayed a lot. What if you made a 20, 30-hour game and we could probably be playing Dying Light 3 right now? No, instead, it took a couple years to pad out this game. I know it probably doesn't work that way. It probably took this long just to even get whatever the campaign and all the mechanics figured out, but I'm sure at least a few months there, this game could have been out. I mean, the game was supposed to be out in December. All right, I'm done. I'm not happy about it. Seems like 2 out of 3 people are not happy about this. I just hope it's a great game. I'll talk to you later.